Instagram just changed their algorithm again, and 90% of creators missed it. Trial reels, AI-powered discovery, Google integration, these aren't small changes, these are massive shifts that are going to affect your content going into the next 6 to 12 months. And today, I'm gonna break down the 10 biggest Instagram algorithm changes to watch out for in the new year. And by the way, if you don't know me, my name is Giulia, and I've built my audience to over 108,000 followers on Instagram at the time of filming this. And my content has generated hundreds of millions of views. To say the least, I've been studying these algorithm shifts in real time. But more importantly, I'm gonna show you exactly how to use them to get more views, better leads, and consistent sales. So first, I'm gonna show you the trial reel phenomenon that's either going to make or break your content within the first 500 views. Then we'll talk about why Instagram SEO is now more important than hashtags. And finally, I'm going to reveal the single feature that Instagram prioritizes above everything else and how to use it the right way. Instagram made 10 major updates in the last year that completely shifted how content gets distributed. So update number 1 is something you've heard about and are probably trying but aren't using it in the right way, and that's trial reels. Trial reels are basically free advertising for your business. So here's how it works. When you go to post a reel, you toggle on trial reel and it doesn't show it to your followers. It shows it to a small group of non-followers, people who have never heard of you, and it watches what they do. Do they watch it all the way through? Do they engage? Do they send it to a friend? If that trial audience responds well, Instagram basically says, okay, this is great content, and they push it out to a wider audience. If they scroll past it in 2 seconds, your reel dies right there. So here's exactly what you need to do. Your hook has to grab non-followers in the first half a second, not your existing audience, strangers who don't know you or care about you yet. That means no inside jokes, no hey guys, it's me again, and no assuming context. Make your hook about their problem, not your story. If a reel flops in the first hour, keep using trial reels to test because it doesn't take much more effort on your end to just duplicate your actual reel and try a new hook. This is the massive difference between 500 views and 50,000 views. Okay, so this next one is wild. Instagram content now shows up in Google search results. Your reels, your captions, your profile, they can rank on Google, not just inside of Instagram. Now, this is huge because you're no longer just competing for Instagram real estate, you're competing for search traffic from the biggest search engine in the world, Google. So here's how to leverage this. Use keyword-rich captions. The first 125 characters matter most because that's what Google looks for. That means you could put your niche keywords in your name field on your profile, not just your username. This also means you should write captions almost like blog posts. Be clear, searchable, and valuable. Just imagine what your audience is searching up on Google and try to make your caption sound like they could find it. Another thing you can do is add alt text to every post with the relevant keywords. And lastly, create how-to and what is content because those rank highest on Google and are the most common search terms. If you want to see this in action, Google your niche Instagram and see what comes up and ranks. Take inspiration from what's working. Your Instagram isn't just a social media platform anymore, it's a search engine asset. Number 3 is that Instagram's AI will now show your content to people who've never heard of you. So how do you use this? Use simple words in your captions that tell the algorithm who this is for. Example, if you're a new coach struggling with content, here's what I wish I knew. Front load your captions with the problem and solution. The AI scans the first 2 to 3 lines, so post consistently in one niche. If you confuse the AI, it's going to kill your reach. And here's the big one. Engagement in the first 60 minutes is the AI boost signal. Be obvious about who this is for and what problem it solves. Don't make the algorithm guess, tell it exactly. Now, before we get to the next one, I've actually created a full breakdown of all 10 updates, plus step-by-step implementation in a free guide you could download right now. It's the first link in the description. So the 4th point is a metric 80% of creators are completely ignoring, and I don't understand why. Instagram now prioritizes content that gets sent in the DMs over saves and shares. Send it to a friend is the ultimate engagement signal. Why? Because Instagram tracks DMs sent as proof that your content actually sparked a conversation. And this is what's important for the algorithm, because the more people talk on the platform, the more the algorithm's gonna like it, because the longer you stay on. So the definition of shares has changed a lot too. A lot of people would just share things to their stories. Now you want to actually share things into private DMs. So here's how you're going to use it. For us, we're really using a lot of carousels that are send worthy. Something like relatable memes, quotes, maybe even controversial takes. You also may want to end your content with "send this to someone who needs to hear it" or something similar. You're also going to want to use tag a friend hooks, because Instagram sees tags as DM signals. Basically, if you want virality, optimize for DM sends, not just saves, and the algorithm will love you. The next point is something that surprised me, which is that Instagram is now pushing longer 60 to 90 second reels over short, snappy 7-second clips. Watch time is now more important than completion rate, because Instagram wants to compete with TikTok and YouTube. Longer reels equal more ads, which equals Instagram to push them harder. But here's the thing, longer doesn't mean like a boring tutorial. You need to use pattern interrupts every 10 to 15 seconds to keep viewers watching, just like with TikTok. Add chapters or text overlays. You even may want to use words like first, second, and finally to guide viewers through longer content. Tell stories, don't just give away quick tips, because storytelling is going to give you a way higher watch time. And personally, this is something I'm going to be doing as well. All right, so now that we're about halfway through, I'm gonna rapid fire the next 5 updates, because they're all just as important, but I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long. So once again, if you want the full access, go ahead and check the first link in the description. Update number 6 is the shared access feature. You no longer have to share your Instagram passwords with your team, your social media manager, or your service agency. You can actually partner with other creators, and you can have shared access and create even collaborative posts, not just for your team members. Update number 7 is that dubbing reels into multiple languages is now a new feature. This is massive, because you no longer have to create secondary or even third accounts to put your reels in other languages. You can turn on auto dubbing in your reel settings and reach global audiences without any extra work at all. Now, this is massive, because Instagram, number 8, used to kill your reach if you posted multiple stories. But now Mosseri said they actually fixed it. You can now post about 10 stories per day without it tanking your reach. Multiple stories are back as a growth tool. Update number 9 is that location tags are making a comeback. So make sure you're sharing location stickers in your stories and creating location specific content to really dominate local search, especially if you have a local business. And update number 10 is that carousel posts are actually having a massive comeback. They're actually getting a lot higher reach for us these days than single image posts, because each swipe is going to give you more engagement, and once again, more time people are spending on your page and on the platform. So I'd highly recommend really getting into copywriting and writing carousels and creating really good calls to action on the last slide to drive viewers into leads, and those leads into paying clients. So now I want you to use Instagram to your advantage. I want you to imagine waking up to notifications from not just anybody, but actually qualified leads that found you through search, your content, the AI features, or even discovered you through trial reels. That's what's possible when you stop guessing and you start implementing what actually works, not just for the algorithm, but for your business today. So here's the one thing I want you to remember from this entire video. The algorithm does not reward hard work, it rewards strategy and people acting with what's actually working. You don't need to post more, you just need to know what's working with this new algorithm. Instagram is telling you exactly what it wants, you just have to listen. So here's what I want you to do today. I want you to pick one of these algorithm updates and implement it in your next piece of content. Just one. Don't try to overhaul everything all at the same time. That'll just create confusion and lots of chaos. Test trial reel hooks, optimize for DM sends, create your first 60 to 90 second reel instead of a 10-second one. Start small, measure the results, and then double down on what actually works. And if you want the full breakdown of all 10 updates, examples of each, and step-by-step implementation, I created a free guide you can download in the description below. And if you're a coach, a creator, or a service provider looking to turn your Instagram into a high-ticket ticket sales machine, I'd love to invite you to apply for the Creator to Cashflow Academy. This is my signature program where we've helped over 400 creators build sustainable businesses using organic social media content. The application link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.